Revolutionary Yelena here. I know you want to make a big impact in the world, and whenever you're going to make changes or be in the midst of transformation, one of the commonalities you'll probably experience is resistance. And it usually comes from the least likely source, and it's family and friends. Wah, wah, wah. It's like the crab mentality comes out, and it's literally, there's a study that was done where there's a bucket of crabs, and the moment one of them tries to climb out, the rest of them try to pull them down. And I know you've seen this on the internets with the trolls out there, but it's surprising when it comes from family and friends. It's the ones that are nearest and dearest to you that are become your biggest challengers. So here are my 5 tips to handle your friends and family in a way that's congruent and compassionate, but also allows you to continue pursuing your big dreams and living the life of your dreams. Tip number 1 is you and only you can give yourself that permission. I want you from this day forward to forever release yourself from asking permission for making the changes in your business or your life. Release your friends and family for giving you that validation. You and only you can give yourself that permission. And the moment you own that, their responses, their reactions to you don't feel so personal. Tip number 2 is set new boundaries. When you're setting new boundaries and breaking old patterns, it gives you the opportunity to really open up an honest dialogue. And it gives you the chance to explicitly communicate your dreams, your new desires, your new identity, what you will and will not tolerate. There's going to be moments where if there is challenge and they start to judge, criticize, and tear you down, that's the opportunity for you to say, unless you have something constructive for me to say, for me to grow and change and improve, I will not listen to this. And get yourself out of those situations where people are tearing you down. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to withstand it. Just be present with it, face it head on, and say, you know what, I'm no longer going to tolerate this. Tip number 3 is consistency is king or queen. This is imperative. Whenever you're making any changes, you have to be consistent. Your family and friends are watching everything you do, everything you say. Being congruent and have that integrity with yourself gives them the ability to respect your boundaries, to respect your decisions. When you have one foot in, one foot out, they can't take you seriously. That's why the more consistent you are in your actions, in your behaviors, in your habits, in your disciplines, the more they will back off and really respect your boundaries, respect you and what you're doing. They might still be a pain in your ass, but the more consistent and congruent you are and hold that integrity for yourself, the easier it will be to pursue and stay consistent with your dreams and your plan and your vision. And by far, that is the most important thing. Tip number 4 is find the gifts. I know this is the biggest challenge, but there are blessings in disguises. And the challenges and the struggles that you experience with your family and friends, there's a gift to it. Trust me. When I was experiencing that with my family, I was like the black sheep. I was the crazy one in my family. The thing that I learned the most from them is what I was fighting for, what was important to me. Because when I was willing to stand up for what I believed in, stand up for myself, stand up for my vision, and pursue that wholeheartedly, regardless whether they had my back or not, I knew what was important to me. And that was the best gift and lessons I learned for myself. Because no matter what, it taught me nothing can stop me. As long as I have that vision and I hold it dear to myself, I will, which you can do with tip number 5, is find the community and support that you need to get you to where you need to be. One of the best things is to listen to those who have been where you want to be. And it's your responsibility to find that community and support of people who will support you, believe you, and give you the best advice to get you there. As much as I love friends and family, they weren't where I wanted to be. So taking advice, as well-intentioned as they could have been, wasn't conducive to me succeeding in my goals and dreams. So find the community and support that you need. We live in a global community, so whether it's in meetups or virtually, finding communities, support groups, it's easier now than ever before, and that's your responsibility. As always, the most important thing that I want to see is you succeed and give you the tools that you need, especially when handling family and friends. This isn't to push them away, but it's also to restate new healthy boundaries and be compassionate and loving with them, and giving them space to also learn to adjust to the changes, because change isn't only happening to you, it's happening to them as well. So be loving and compassionate with them, and understanding that they also need time to change to you changing, and that whenever you experience those changes, it's causing them to reflect on their lives and giving them the space to kind of process that as well. Obviously, it's not to stop you from yours, but something to consider, to have empathy, to have compassion along the way, because that's aligned with your highest self and in integrity with where you want to go. As always, I'd love to close with an inspirational quote. I owe my success to having listened respectfully to the very best advice and then going away and doing the exact opposite, by J.K. Chesterton. If you love this video, sharing is caring, and I want to hear from you. So in the comments below, I want you to share your story and what is one thing that you do to help you gain and work around the support of family and friends, and how you manage to maintain close relationships. Always keep radiating your beautiful light to the world, living life with passion, purpose, and meaning. With love and belief in you, Yelena.